First runs of the morning. Might just have come off the bat. We'll wait. Confirmation runs it is.
Fisher just sliding on to sort of middle and leg stump. A little loosener. Good confidence builder. First up in the morning. It's always nice as a batsman if you get one.
In the gap. Will challenge the boundary. And just enough to get there. Despite the best efforts of Zach Crawley.
Zach Crawley just gets stuck in the turf. I hate to see that. I hate to see that. Still see nightmares of one of my best mates. I carried him off the field at Brisbane on the front of the stretcher, Simon Jones, and every time I see a player dive, it just brings back horrible memories.
Got away. In the gap once again, short and wide, dispatched by Kraigg Brathwaite. 304 for 4.
Flashed away for 4. Quite like that approach at Brathwaite. It's very, very tight when the ball is in and around off stump. But he's shown in this series a penchant, a liking for throwing the hands at that slightly wider one. It might be just a way of dangling the carrot at him.
Catch, it's the cry. Not enough room out there for the fielder to backtrack. First 6 for Joseph anyway. Maybe of the innings. 3-2-9 for 4.
Short ball from Dan Lawrence, and it's rocking forward. It's controlled back foot shots in defence, playing for his partner. Gets a bit of a short ball. Dispatched for 6. Four. Area that Ben Stokes will be looking to target, just in and around that off stump. Not as much pace on it as what Ben Stokes would like, and Kraigg Brathwaite just drops his hands, guides it between first slip and fifth slip. Comfortable boundary.
Oh, what a catch. That is a superb catch. Reaction time there, almost nothing. And finally for England, the breakthrough has come. Been hard work this morning for all the bowlers, but this little bit of something just comes from short and wide, which of course you wouldn't necessarily recommend. But those hands had to move ever so quickly to give Ben Stokes the wicket. Alzara Joseph caught Lawrence, brilliantly caught Lawrence, bowled Stokes, retreats, head down, 19 from 75. Guess what, it's 5 down for 336. It's edged, it's gone down short of the slip. Bounces a good metre in front of Crawley. Cannot stop it going to the boundary.
Gets off the mark. And Jason Holder, albeit streakishly, creating some issues, Ben Stokes.
That's a nice shot. That's just eased away through mid-off. Eased away very nicely indeed. Beats the chase. Just that little bit over pitch from Ben Stokes. Very self-critical as ever. So regretting that slightly too full length, but what a shot it was.
Yeah, regal from Jason Holder.
This could be the first Test match wicket has taken. A first wicket in Test cricket for Saeed Mahmood. What a joyous time for him.
What a joyous time for Saeed Mahmood, and what a catch this is by Matt Fisher. No idea how difficult this catch is. It goes a long way in the air. Not sure what Jason Holder has seen in that ball. A little bit shorter. He's gone for the big mo to go over mid-wicket. Fisher, it's going, it's turning. That is a great catch, and to hold it as it hit the bottom. The joy on his face. Yes, punch in the air for Saeed Mahmood. First Test wicket. Congratulations. Holder goes for 12. The West Indies 351 for 6.
Must be a second. Yes, it's a second Test match wicket. LBW again, as we spoke about so often.
Conversation, are we going to have a review? 5, 4. Yep, we've gone for review.
Satisfied that there is contact between bat and ball. Joel, I'm going to ask you to change your out decision to not out.
They go for it, and he gets there. Wonderful achievement for the West Indies captain.
It's edged away, but it's safely wide of the slips. All are on the ground as well, so very safely away for 4.
Fall shot. What a wonderful effort from Stokes to be able to drag a fall shot out of Brathwaite. Top class delivery. And it took something special to end this marathon effort. What a wonderful knock it has been from the West Indies captain. But finally, for Leach, this new ball, this third new ball has worked.
Brilliant piece of bowling. That was a brilliant delivery. We've seen quite a few of those throughout this innings. Didn't bring him any reward, but this time it did. A magnificent effort by the West Indies captain comes to an end. 160 from 489 deliveries, 385 for 7. Standing ovation from everyone here at the Kensington Oval in Barbados. That certainly was a magnificent effort by the captain.
Well, that's a good shot. Finds the gap beautifully behind point. He's given it. Chris Woakes has picked up his first wicket in 52 overs.
Loud shout from Chris Woakes. He was almost willing that wicket. Good decision in the end by umpire Joel Wilson. Just clipping the outside of leg stump. And you can see that relief for Chris Woakes, like you mentioned, Butch's first wicket.
Now that flicks off the pad. Goes very fine. Take 4. Well, that's very, very close, and this time the finger goes straight up. Equally so, the review is signalled almost immediately. So we go through the process yet again of celebrations,
review for LBW,
followed by waiting for confirmation.
There's a gap between the bat and ball. Satisfied there's no bat involved. Ball tracking's coming up. It's pitching outside off. Impact in line, wickets hitting. I'm going to go back to Nigel on field. Nigel, stay with your original decision. You're on screen now, you can make your signal.
Yeah, once it was established that there was no contact, no minimal contact even of bat on ball, that was that. That was as plumb as you get. And Virasamy Pamal was already 20 yards on his way down to the pavilion when he saw that first replay. So he's gone for 5. It's 403 for 9. That's the way. That's a chase for Leach. It's going to be a futile chase for Leach as well.
Given him, and reviews immediately as per Joshua Da Silva. Usually when they review immediately might be an inside edge. He thinks,
Joel coming with the review.
let's listen on.
Yeah, there's a gap between bat and ball. Satisfied there's no bat involved. Can we move on to ball tracking when ready? Ball tracking's coming up. Pitch in line, impacts in line, wickets hitting. It's going to go back
It's
to Joel
hitting.
on field. Joel, stay with your original out decision. You're on screen now.
Joe Wilson gets that right.
So after one innings each, England 507 for 9. Joe Root century, Ben Stokes century, West Indies 411 all out. Kraigg Brathwaite century, Jimin Blackwood century. And England, they have a lead of 96 runs.
Oh, the finger's gone up. The finger has gone up pretty quickly. And this is not one of those immediate reviews that suggests an inside edge or anything like that. This is one of those conferences that says, shall we, shan't we? The answer is yes, we shall.
Yeah, there's a gap between bat and ball, flat line. Can we move on to ball tracking when ready? Ball tracking comes. Outside off, pitching, impact in line, wickets missing. I'm going to go back to Nigel on field. Nigel, I'm going to ask you to change your out decision to not out. You're on screen now. You can make your signal.
Well, close but no cigar yet again. Umpire Dugan has to change his decision. Kemar Roach just a grimace. He thought he'd got his man. That's a good shot. That's a nice shot. Just that bit of width offered by Kemar Roach. Just using the pace and some nice timing to get it down to the boundary.
Yeah, I really like to see this from Alex Lees. He gets two straight, and Crawley nicks one around the corner of the four.
That's a tremendous strike. Crawley has picked the length beautifully. 35 without loss.
Joel Wilson with the instrument has really been, if not entertaining, captivating day of Test match cricket, the fourth day in the second Apex Test match. West Indies batted gamely for the majority of the day. England still had a healthy lead at this stage, an overall lead of 136.
You may or may not have heard that Joel Wilson was saying that it's too dark for pace. You have to bowl spin, and Kraigg Brathwaite perhaps relayed the message they were going to bowl pace. So that is the end of that. The umpires have taken a reading. West Indies, led by this man, their captain, have been extremely good, getting to 411 on the back of his 150. But England lead by 136 with all their wickets in hand in the second innings. And we may have an exciting 50, perhaps